Test, test. There is some big potential guesses for what we might see in 2026 for War Thunder. We are in the snail mine. We're gonna go to the guesses now. Few things. Okay, this was the final guesses for the update we're in currently. Excuse me. For the update we're in currently. Now, something that War Thunder is lacking is, at least in my opinion, seed suppression of enemy air defenses. So, as of a few minutes ago, they posted their guesses for 2026. Now, first up, SU-37, R-27EA. This, not 100% sure about. I'll have to put some stuff on green. On screen, excuse me. SU-47, this is the weird Sukhoi that had um, reverse wings. So that's going to be interesting. Now, stealth. F-22, J-20, and SU-57 roll out first. Other nations will get next generation missiles for 4.5 gen fighters, excuse me, to fight them. Now, they might have some trouble implementing this in a balanced way, but I think it's definitely possible. F-35 to roll out later. Nations with active service fleet to get them only. Orders will not count. So I believe that would be Finland, and I'll put it up on screen what nations currently use the F-35. Switzerland, ground forces coming in the start of next year. Singapore arriving. So I presume this is going to be a tech tree. So this is going to be kind of the latter half of 2026. Turkey and Greece probably sub trees, given you know Balkan tensions. So yep. So North Korean and South Korean, they might. I think if they're gonna, I think they definitely could add it, but I don't know the best way to do that. Whether make it its own tech tree or whatever. More advanced SAMs, S300 Patriot system. So basically, very long range systems, with very good radars, but alongside modern seed. So that's going to be AGM-88 HARMS, or it's anti-radiation missiles. Basically, it looks for the radiation emitted from the radar, and it goes towards that. Research tree rework possibly. This is going to be good in my opinion if they do add this, because it really does suck. Grinding, and I think I have like 33 million convertible research points, which I'm not going to spend. I think it's like $15,000 to use all of it. So I think something that could maybe be put in this is you can use those to test drive vehicles, for example. I think that'd be cool. Submarines almost complete. I think this would be very cool. Given that we have anti-submarine mortars on a lot of naval ships. So I think, yep. And then infantry top priority for 2026. Now, currently the closed beta is going on. Unfortunately, I did not get access to it. Crossing my fingers I get access to it in the next wave of openings. But these are the things that we could possibly see in 2026. Now, in my opinion, if they do add this, because I like to play Cold War to modern era battle ratings, this would be really cool for me. But as along with what we had for the last update, or the update we're in currently, NASAM's Jaguar Tour, a lot of this stuff, if you're not top tier and you're just starting and you're at like, I don't know, 5.3 and you've been playing for like a month or whatever, however long, it's not gonna matter to you. It's so I think this would be cool stuff to see. Um, I think there's a lot of cool stuff for Singapore that they could add. Um, yeah, I think there's a lot of cool stuff. I'd love to see um North and South Korea, although North South Korea definitely has a lot more um homegrown weapons. Um, but then rather than North Korea does, North Korea just has a lot of Russian weapons that are built there. Could be wrong about that though. Um, yeah, S-300 and Patriot system. These are definitely. I think the problem is going to be that on the maps that are in the game currently, it's just not going to be. It's just not going to work as well. Because all of the um anti-air we have in the game currently is technically short range air defense to medium range air defense. It's not like the S-300. The S-300 I think has a range of like 300 kilometers, and the Patriot is like 200. I don't know, somewhere around there. I'm definitely way off, but the point is a lot longer ranges. So I think that they're gonna have to change the ground maps. Otherwise, it's just not really gonna work effectively. Like the Buck M3, as it is now, you can use it for short range, but there's a sphere where if someone's in that sphere around you, it's gonna be a lot harder to engage them because your missiles aren't gonna have as easy of a time to engage them. So I think that yeah, they're definitely gonna have to change the maps. Um, Seed, I think I'm kind of surprised we don't already have it in the game, given the fact that there's a lot of ways to balance it. For example, um, you have to have a radar on. You can't just, at least for the way they could balance is, you can't just sling them everywhere. Um, and so I think that unless they add, I think a way they could do it, but I highly doubt they would ever do it, is add kind of early warning systems. So you could have an early warning AI that just basically lets you know when a plane is in the air, but I think that'd be cool. I don't know how they'd balance it, so I don't think that it'd be added. But this is guesses, so cross your fingers for all this because this would be really cool. Um, but yeah, I think. Oh, and one thing, other nations get next gen missiles. I think that the European nations, so Germany, France, Britain, all the one, and Italy, all the nations that have typhoons and all that. I think they're gonna get the Iris T air to air missile, and I think there's the Meteor active radar homing missile. We'll see, but yeah, this is what we could maybe expect to see, not expect to see, but what we can hope to see for the next for next year. Um, and yeah, that's really all I want to talk about today. So yeah.